Hello friend, thank you for your curiosity about the 11 culprits to healthier living. Daniel Richardson 1332, one of our viewers, asked a fantastic question. Thank you, Daniel, for asking. I'm sure many people are wondering the same thing. He asked, what about the diet, meaning the vegetarian diet, makes it better? So the evidence suggesting that the vegetarian diet is healthier than diets which include meat consumption is quite compelling, and it could be a little overwhelming. So today we'll zoom in and look through a microscope and share 7 reasons how are these culprits related to our individual health, and then we'll take a step back and look at on the macro level. How are these culprits preventing us from living a healthier life on a global scale? So zooming into the first 7 reasons related to personal health, there are some diseases linked to meat consumption, like high blood pressure, stroke, coronary artery disease, cancer, kidney stones, gallstones, arthritis, osteoporosis, and more. And the first culprit is related to high blood pressure, and this is the high levels of cholesterol. An article in the American Medical Journal states that a vegetarian diet can prevent 90% of thromboembolic diseases and 97% of coronary occlusions. The second culprit is related to indigestion. Meat consumption, in comparison to vegetarian consumption, requires more chewing, more enzymes, more stomach acid. And when we are not able to provide that for each meal, that creates indigestion, which is linked to triggering autoimmune diseases. The third culprit, the higher levels of uric acid, is the primary cause of gout arthritis, and it's also linked to other types of arthritis. The fourth culprit is related to hormones and antibiotics used in the mainstream practices of raising cattle. Hormones used to raise cattle are directly correlated to the risk of cancer. Antibiotic resistance created by regular consumptions of animals raised on antibiotics results in more food poisoning. The fifth culprit to healthier living is related to the animal feed and the pesticides and environmental toxins used for that. Neither humans nor animals can process that, so they become toxins in our body. The sixth culprit to healthier living is so-called second-hand nutrition. The sun energy cannot be directly utilized by humans nor by animals, but the plants can transform that energy into proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. So when the animals consume the plants, they convert that energy to whatever their organism needs. When we consume meat, then we get that second-hand nutrition, which was initially suited for the animal, not for us. When we directly consume plants, then we get these nutritions directly, and our body is able to convert them to whatever our body needs. The seventh culprit to healthier living is related to our personal growth and evolution. Animal kingdom operates on the law, if you don't eat me, I'll eat you. And so this is the continuous cycle. You're either going to eat me or I will eat you, and every animal is competing and fighting for their own life. Human beings have an intellect and a free will, which when exercised, we can step outside of this cycle, and instead of competing with the animal kingdom, we can actually create a harmonious environment and live in harmony with all the beings around us. The next couple of culprits are related to macro scale and macroeconomics. It is much more efficient to grow crops than grow animals from land and water resources point of view. Also, growing animals overproduces manure, which cannot be fully utilized. Additionally, the environmental benefits are considerably greater to raise crops than to raise animals. For example, the greenhouse emissions of growing animals are 28 times higher than those of growing lentils, and 14 times higher than the emissions from growing beans. Last but not least, ethically speaking, meat production is much more violent than growing crops. There is much more to be said on the topic, and we double click on each one of these in our upcoming course on yogic philosophy and discover additional factors to healthier living. Email me at oneouncepractice@gmail.com if you have any questions about the course, or if you have any other questions related to the vegetarian diet. Feel free to leave them in the comments below, any feedback that you may have. I'm always eager to share insights of my practice and yogic training, and although I'm neither an environmental scientist or nutritionist, I'm here to support you to the best that I can, because we're on this journey together. We're learning how to live better, healthier and happier life. Like, subscribe, share with anyone who may benefit, and I'll see you next time.